Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 598, and today's topic is about COVID-19 immunity passports to travel to other countries and also to get the employment. COVID-19 disease has changed the world in terms of movement and employment. And now some countries in West, like Germany, like Peru, like America, and some other countries, they are thinking of introducing immunity passports to get entry or to get the job, employment. And on the basis of that immunity, antibodies, people will be differentiated. One group, privileged group. Who are those privileged group? Those who were infected and developed antibodies, they are eligible because they have immunity passport, they can get employment and they can travel. The second group, without infection, they don't have any antibody in their body and they are not holding antibody passports. So it is a type of two-tier global community we are going to create. I call it two-tier community. One group of global community, they are with immunity passports because they got the disease, infected and recovered, and they are the carrier of antibodies. The second group of people globally, they are not having antibodies, they are not carrier of antibodies, they were not infected, and they are not holding immunity passports, and that's why they are less privileged. And here I can say that in world, in coming new world, there will be two tier of human being globally. One with immunity passport, the other one is without immunity passport. It's a very serious matter. Why I am saying serious matter? Because in 19th century, late 19th century, the same thing happened when there was yellow fever, meningitis, cholera, and same thing happened that many of the Latinos, Asian, African immigrants, they denied, they were filtered out, they were isolated because they were not holding the yellow fever vaccines or cholera vaccine. But at that time, it was not the passport. And at that time, people were put under quarantine and they were refused job. Only when the vaccine was available, then all the countries globally, they introduced health card. In Nigeria, we call it yellow card. Yellow card means at airport, when we are in and out, whether we are going or coming, at airport they are checking whether I have gone through the vaccination or not, inoculation or not. In 1980s, they used to check yellow fever, cholera, meningitis vaccine. But nowadays, mainly they are checking if we are coming to Nigeria, yellow fever and meningitis. Cholera now it is not very much particular. But it was on the basis of vaccination. When it is guaranteed that we are vaccinated, it is very specific, it is quantified that those who are vaccinated, they are not the carrier of all those virus. But here, on the basis of two tests, one is that is antibody test, blood test, and second one is PCR test, polymerase chain reaction test. That is on the basis of their RNA or DNA genetic material sequencing by producing the photocopy of genetic material, and that is not 100% guaranteed. Second, antibodies is not guaranteed because you can have antibody against any virus. any viral or any bacterial attack is there, our bodies, they produce antibody to protect, to fight. So it's not specific. Secondly, for PCR test is for research purpose. Once they are copying, that is amplification is done and it is separated in single strand and then sequencing is done. So that virus is not 100% confirmed that it is coronavirus. So these, on the basis of these two tests, when we are separating the global community, one is privileged, one is less privileged, is wrong. I mean, scientifically speaking today, it is wrong. And it would have been okay once a specific vaccination is given. There is, if suppose they are trying to get the vaccine, but in the beginning I have already told you, because some people, even last year, they started saying, no, it's a matter of 2 months. Within 3 months, vaccine will be ready. It is because of their limited knowledge of protein chemistry, stereochemistry. I was very much sure once I heard that it is having confirmation, it is having stereochemistry, means it is having different strains mutating, means it is changing. So for such type of virus, it is very difficult to have vaccine, and that's why testing is going on. If it would have not been mutating or in each space, confirmation would have not been taking, means the protein molecules are having two-state, half two-state structures, different strain, then vaccine would have been okay. They would have got, but now it is not very easy to get unless every strain is clearly understood. And I asked 2 questions. Some of my friends, those who are professors or scientists in medicinal chemistry, in virology, in protein chemistry, I discussed this thing. I asked 2-3 questions. First question, if vaccine is ready, will it be for lifetime or will it be for 1 year? Second question, whether everybody is included from young to old, above 60, 70, 80? And thirdly, that about its toxicity. So all these are very important questions. So here I have given some points. I want to discuss one by one. Number 1 point I have given, the people cleared from infection will enjoy special status, is wrong. Who is saying that they will be cleared? Is there any guarantee that if anybody is having antibody, is immune 100% that he will not get infection? Wrong. Secondly, even if they have antibodies, it's not guaranteed that those who are having antibodies, they are all effective. No. Some people, they have very good antibodies. Those antibodies, when they are isolated in plasma therapy, they found it. They have selected the patient who are required, that who is having good antibody. Otherwise, there is always chance of getting infection again, if your antibodies are not okay. So antibodies are not going to guarantee that you will not get infection. Number 2, protection of equal employment opportunities. It is going to do lot of injustice in terms of global employment, international employment, even within the country. And I am afraid that sometimes Black, Asian, Latinos will be separated out. Just like what happened in America recently. When they were joining the queue, they have given the impression that a Black African American, they are more susceptible to COVID-19, number 1 Black. Their second one is Latino, that is South American. Third number is Asian, and then American. So that alteration, they have given the distance as itself, it's the, injustice. So there will be lot of injustice globally in selection and in employment. And that's why it is not acceptable. And then number 3 is, it might result in black market of immune passports. There will be big corruption and production of immune passports globally, because lot of companies are there, they have already started. how to produce the immune passports. And there will be lot of black marketing. Even in the case of yellow fever, we have noticed that some people, they do such type of corruption that without inoculation, without getting vaccine, they used to stem for yellow fever, for cholera and for meningitis. So even the holder of immune passports will not guarantee that they have antibodies. And number 4, can immune passport guarantee antibodies? No. Even if someone is holding immune passport, it doesn't mean that he is superhuman being. He is privileged and now he is free of all those things. His antibodies cannot guarantee that he will not be infected. He will not be the carrier of coronavirus again. He will not be having COVID-19 disease again. No, because antibodies are not 100% foolproof. Some of the antibodies which are produced, they are failing to, recognize and to destroy the virus. So it's not foolproof. Number 5, will antibodies cure from COVID-19? No, it is not going to cure. It's only vaccine. Foolproof, 100% guarantee is vaccine. And that vaccine is not possible because of the reason I have already told you, because of its mutation and with different strain. So it is not possible. And then number 6, do antibodies work permanent to protect from COVID-19 infection? No, it's not permanent. It's not that if you have antibodies, just like for vaccine, if you are given a smallpox vaccine, it's for lifetime. You are covered for whole life. So this, if you are having antibodies, you got the immunity passport in 2020 or 21, and if you are traveling in 2040 and you are showing the passport that I have got the immunity passport, no, it is not valid. Even it is not valid for 6 months or 1 year, because it is not specific, it is not quantified like vaccine. It's all experimentation, and no any scientific experimentation is capable of destroying and damaging. I don't say kill because it is already a dead molecule. Deep sleep, you can say that only when it is absorbed, then it starts producing the photocopy of coronavirus genetic material. So we fail to destroy or damage. Whatever medicine we are taking today, they are all to make you comfortable, to bring down your temperature, to protect your lung from hyperinflammation, to reduce the oxidative stress so that other organs are not failed. It's not that they are going to destroy or damage the coronavirus. So it is not possible. And then number 7 is, if our antibodies tests are positive, am I immune? No, you are not immune, even if it is positive. Because these two tests, PCR test and antibody tests, they are not foolproof. These antibodies are not 100% guaranteed that once you have the antibodies and you have the antibody passport, you are free of coronavirus disease. That's why this is a very, very clear injustice. It will be injustice to one group who is having immunity passport, and oh, you are immune, you are given this job. You know, I don't have any infection, I don't have any job. No, you don't have immunity passport, so you are rejected. It's serious issue unless there is a passport on the basis of, or health card on the basis of vaccination. Only then it is foolproof, it is safe. Otherwise, I consider it is a type of very clear two-tier global population. One is privileged on the basis of immunity, infection. Other one who is not having antibodies, who is not having infection, is less privileged, is clear cut injustice. It is injustice. And then number 8 is, should all of us go for antibody test? No need. If I don't have any symptom, why should I go for antibody test? It's because to get the immunity passport, there is no reason. We should not. So what my request is at this YouTube platform, being the professor of medicinal chemistry, protein chemistry, is all wrong. It is injustice to create two-tier global community. One is privileged, one is less privileged on the basis of antibodies, PCR test. No, it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable, and I strongly oppose this idea, and let people be very scientific and honest in the case of COVID-19, and let us wait to have this vaccine, so that in the same way like yellow fever, cholera, meningitis vaccine card we are holding and going through the passport, we should also stamp that COVID-19 vaccine is given. So with this I will stop, and let us wish that globally two-tier of communities are not created, one on the basis of antibodies and other one is on the basis of without antibodies. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.